fans worldwide have shown their concern and support for Dr. Jen Arnold, one of the cherished stars of TLC's enduring reality series The Little Couple, following her recent major surgery. Dr. Arnold, who has long been respected for her work as a neonatologist and for her own experience navigating life with skeletal dysplasia, is known for her tenacity, brilliance, and steadfast spirit. In order to reassure worried supporters and uphold the couple's recognizable mix of openness and privacy, her husband, Bill Klein, has been a constant presence throughout her life and profession. He recently gave an update on her status after the surgery. Bill Klein acknowledged that Dr. Jen Arnold had had a major medical treatment, but he did not specify the specifics of the surgery in a message posted on social media. Noting that such treatments are occasionally required due to the complications associated with her uncommon form of dwarfism, he underlined that the operation was planned and carried out as part of her continuous health management. Bill thanked the participating medical staff, calling them incredibly skilled and compassionate, and confirmed that Jen was doing well while in their care. As part of her ongoing medical journey, Jen underwent a major surgery this week, Bill wrote. The procedure went as smoothly as we could have hoped, and it was something we had been preparing for. We're committed to her recovery, and she's in capable hands with top-notch medical staff. We are grateful to our family, friends, and fans for their love and prayers. Despite being brief, the statement was delivered with a tone of controlled hope and composure. Jen's privacy has always been protected by Bill, particularly when it comes to private health issues, and his message was consistent with that stance. Instead of going into medical details, he focused on the surgery's success and the significance of rest and recuperation in the coming days. Fans immediately responded to his remarks with a barrage of encouraging messages, many of them posting on social media to wish him well and show their appreciation for the resilience the couple has shown in the face of hardship. The Little Couple has been providing viewers with a close-up glimpse of Dr. Jen Arnold and Bill Klein's lives for more than 10 years, following their romance, careers, and path to fatherhood. Since its 2009 debut, the show has acquired a devoted fan base thanks to its humorous and poignant storytelling, as well as the couple's ability to face obstacles head-on with poise and resolve. A formidable picture of cooperation, love, and tenacity was painted by Jen, a very successful doctor who specializes in neonatal care, and Bill, a former commodities trader with an exuberant personality. Health issues have always been a part of their story. Soon after birth, Jen was diagnosed with thanatophoric dysplasia, a severe and uncommon form of skeletal dysplasia. At first, doctors predicted that she would not survive infancy, which was a dire prediction. Jen, on the other hand, overcame the odds and developed into a bright, lively woman who eventually obtained a medical degree and established a prosperous career in the medical field. Her journey has been truly remarkable, and many have found inspiration in her ability to succeed in a field that requires a lot of physical endurance, emotional fortitude, and long hours. Bill, who is 4 feet 3 inches tall, has dystrophic dysplasia, a kind of dwarfism. The pair first connected deeply in 2007 after meeting through a common acquaintance. They bonded over similar experiences and a shared comprehension of the particular difficulties that come with living in a society that is not made for short people. When their reality series, which captured their lives with love and candor, debuted in 2009, their romance grew into marriage. Their journey to fatherhood has been one of their story's most interesting arcs. Carrying a fetus presented significant health risks because of Jen's condition. The couple chose to seek gestational surrogacy after much consideration and discussion with medical professionals. They used a surrogate to bring their son Will Klein Jr., into the world in 2014. The Little Couple, which chronicled their experience, provided a unique and candid depiction of non-traditional routes to fatherhood. Audiences were moved by their happiness at meeting their kid, and many of them found in their narrative a demonstration of love, tenacity, and contemporary medicine. The couple used surrogacy to bring their daughter, Zoey, into the world in 2020. With Zoey's arrival, their family grew and their story took on a new angle, illustrating the changing dynamics of parenting, work-life balance, and the daily pleasures and difficulties of raising 2 kids. Despite the physical difficulties and the requirement for modifications, Jen has remained committed to her job as a neonatologist at Texas Children's Hospital over the years. Her dedication to her patients, many of whom are babies in severe condition, says volumes about her moral fiber and professional ethics. Another phase in Jen's continuous medical journey has begun with the recent operation. Medical professionals who are knowledgeable with skeletal dysplasias advise that people with disorders like thanatophoric dysplasia frequently need periodic orthopedic or spinal procedures, even though the couple has not revealed the specifics of the procedure. These may entail joint repairs, spinal fusion procedures, or pulmonary function treatments, all of which the progressive nature of some skeletal defects may require over time. People with dwarfism may have spinal problems in particular. Increased pressure on nerves and the spinal cord due to the shape of the spine may result in neurological problems, movement problems, or persistent discomfort. To stabilize the spine, relieve pressure, or stop future deterioration, surgery may be necessary in some situations. Since Jen has always been an advocate for health awareness and has been open about her past medical experience, it is likely that these worries played a role in the latest operation. Bill's report highlighted the proactive approach the couple takes to Jen's health by emphasizing that the operation was a planned intervention rather than an emergency. This degree of preparation and planning is in line with their prior disclosures, where they stressed the significance of staying ahead of potential issues, frequent monitoring, and expert consultations. Jen and Bill have been able to retain a good standard of living and carry on with their active responsibilities as public personalities, professions, and parents by taking care of health issues before they become more serious. It might take a long time to recover following major surgery, particularly if it involves the spine or musculoskeletal system. It frequently calls for a mix of pain relief, physical therapy, activity restriction, and careful medical monitoring. The urge to slow down and concentrate on healing can be emotionally and physically taxing for someone like Jen, who is used to a fast-paced lifestyle while juggling a demanding job and family obligations. Since he has always been Jen's main support system, doing home chores, taking care of the kids, and making sure she has the room and resources she needs to heal, Bill's position during this time is vital. Bill has been open about the duties that accompany being a spouse and caregiver to someone with a chronic illness in past interviews. He has discussed the value of communication, tolerance, and flexibility in their partnership, pointing out that they handle any obstacle together with respect and cooperation. That similar attitude is evident in his most recent update, which is composed, realistic, and focused on Jen's welfare. The news has been met with overwhelming public support. Using hashtags like Pray for Jen, Stay Strong Jen, and The Little Couple Strong, fans of the show have sent encouraging words on social media sites including Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Numerous people have shared how Jen's narrative has influenced their own life, whether it is through her job in medicine, her support of others with disabilities, or her function as an outspoken and admirable example of a small person succeeding in a complicated world. One fan commented, "I've followed Jen and Bill for years. Through my own health challenges, I have been inspired by Jen's strength as a mother and a doctor. I'm sending love to their family and hope for a speedy recovery for her. They've always been so open and real," said another. "Although I know Jen is strong, it's difficult to watch her have another surgery. I'm encouraged by Bill's update. Together, they have conquered a great deal." Professionals in the medical field who have followed Jen's public journey have also praised her fortitude. Pediatric orthopedic surgeon Dr. Sarah Kim, who is not involved in Jen's care, offered insight into the wider importance of well-known people like Jen being candid about their health. It helps reduce stigma and increases awareness when public figures share their medical experiences, Dr. Kim stated. Dr. Arnold is a strong advocate for patients and medical professionals facing complicated diseases because of her work in neonatology and her own health path. In fact, Jen has a distinct viewpoint because of her dual identities as a patient and a doctor. She lives with the day-to-day challenges of managing an uncommon ailment, but she also has a professional understanding of the clinical aspects of care. Her advocacy work, which highlights the value of patient autonomy, accessibility, and compassionate healthcare delivery, has been influenced by this dichotomy. Conversations concerning disability rights, inclusive design, and the need for more representation of individuals with disabilities in the media and medical field have benefited greatly from her voice. The priorities for Jen's recuperation are still rest, physiotherapy, and a gradual return to her regular activities. Although Bill has stated that updates will be provided when suitable, the couple is probably going to put their privacy first during this period. Without going overboard or sensationalizing their experiences, they have always shared what felt important and vital. Their audience respects and trusts them because of their measured transparency, and they value the sincerity and dignity with which they face life's obstacles. It is impossible to overestimate the little couple's wider cultural influence. The show has stood out for its friendliness, honesty, and educational value at a time when reality television frequently veers toward drama and conflict. Millions of viewers have learned about the reality of surrogacy, adapted living, neonatal medicine, and dwarfism. More significantly, it has given these events a human face, enabling viewers to identify with Jen and Bill as relatable people going through common challenges like love, loss, hope, and the need to create a meaningful existence rather than as oddities or stereotypes. Their narrative also questions how society views disability. Neither Jen nor Bill identify themselves by their size or health. Rather, they highlight aptitude, aspiration, and happiness. Like any family, they travel, celebrate holidays, go to school functions, and go about their daily lives with the same zeal. However, they are not afraid to talk about the discrimination they have experienced or the adjustments they require. Their story has been both inspirational and educational because of this balance, celebrating ordinary while recognizing difference. Discussions concerning healthcare access for individuals with rare disorders have come up again in the wake of Jen's operation. The time has been used by advocacy groups to draw attention to the need for additional research on skeletal dysplasias, the significance of specialist care, and insurance reimbursement for long-term treatments. Groups like Little People of America, LPA, have reaffirmed their commitment to helping families on comparable paths by providing them with tools, contacts within the community, and advice on social and medical matters. Jen and Bill have been amazing allies to the little person community, said LPA spokesperson Maria Thompson. Their prominence creates opportunities for greater understanding and normalizes our experiences. We remind everyone that health journeys are very individualized and support them during this time of recuperation. Respect and compassion are crucial. There will probably be a brief break in the little couple's filming and a period of fewer public appearances as Jen recovers. The production of the multi-season show is based on the principle that the welfare of the family comes first. The couple's comfort and safety have always been the top priorities for the production team, and previous episodes have occasionally been postponed or changed for health-related reasons. When the time is appropriate, viewers can anticipate that Jen and Bill will once again discuss their lives on the show, including updates on her recuperation, significant life events, and career pursuits. Sincerity has always been the foundation of their tale, and it seems likely that they will approach this chapter with the same bravery and honesty that have characterized their journey so far. Bill's message is clear for the time being. The operation went well, Jen is recovering, and the family is concentrating on getting better. She has not shown any signs of problems, and there is no time frame for her complete recovery. The pair continues to emphasize their thanks for the medical staff, their loved ones' support, and the outpouring of kindness from fans worldwide. Jen and Bill have taken a different route in a society where public personalities are frequently scrutinized and under pressure to maintain a flawless image. They welcome all achievement, no matter how tiny, accept vulnerability, and admit challenges. Their bond, which is based on respect for one another and steadfast support, remains a model of cooperation even in the face of hardship. Her legacy as a physician, mother, and champion endures as Jen recovers and regains her strength. Her perseverance continues to inspire, and her journey is far from over. The path to recovery is difficult, but she is not alone since Bill is by her side and a global community is sending her prayers and thoughts. Dr. Jen Arnold's tale is about living with purpose, love, and tenacity, not just about overcoming adversity. Every operation, every challenge, and every painful moment has been handled with bravery and dignity. One thing is certain as she moves through this most recent chapter. Jen Arnold is and always will be a source of courage, empathy, and optimism. The world will wait for the next chapter of a life that never stops illuminating, inspiring, and transforming as she recovers in the next days and weeks. Not with sympathy, but with adoration. Bill's priorities are still the same: helping Jen, taking care of their kids, and respecting the life they've created together. One day at a time, one breath at a time. The message is straightforward for supporters who have followed their path for more than 10 years. Have trust, show love, and realize that even during quiet recuperation times, strength is being regenerated. The narrative of Jen Arnold continues. Part of it is her recuperation, and her influence on representation, on medicine, and on the innumerable people she touched will last long beyond this. The Klein-Arnold family remains unified, strong, and hopeful as the sun rises over their Houston, Texas home every day. Perhaps the most potent update of all is that one.